agencies. Happening now, the Arkansas General Assembly is working on legislation that could bring major changes to the Arkansas Academic Challenge Scholarship.
And the proposed requirements would create higher standards for students. The bill would divide students into different levels. Level 1 students have a 3.5 GPA and score 22 on the ACT. They would get money at the beginning of the school year. But any student who has a 2.5 and scores between a 19 and 22 on the ACT must hold a 2.5 GPA and complete 30 hours by the end of the first year of college to get any of that scholarship money. According to one lawmaker, more than half of prospective level 2 students lose their scholarships, but this bill is meant to save the state money.
But as KNWA's Joseph Holloway explains, some students argue the legislation could turn kids away from college.
I've officially committed to the University of Arkansas.
Fayetteville High School senior Sophie Overton says the Arkansas Lottery Scholarship opened doors for her college education.
My mom had really been thinking about scholarships and trying to get me to look at them more often and see where we could apply to get them, and we heard about the lottery scholarship, and she said that would be a really big factor.
But a new state Senate bill is aiming to raise the GPA and ACT score requirements to create higher standards for students. Overton says the changes would put too much of an emphasis on testing.
Test taking is kind of not as easy for me, but I can make the grades in school. The ACT was harder for me because I had to learn how to take the test, and so I know that a lot of people have the same problem as me on that.
But the bill's author says it's all about saving the state money in the long run.
We will have used up all of the net proceeds that the lottery's producing. Also, a $20 million that the General Assembly puts in annually as a subsidy for those scholarships, and a $20 million reserve account that we had set up out there to try to cover any deficiencies.
Overton says cost is also a top concern for students' families, and that this legislation might end up closing doors for some students.
If that does become a requirement, then the people who aren't getting the scholarship money early may just decide the same thing, okay, I just want to enroll in college.
In Fayetteville, I'm Joseph Holloway for KNWA Northwest Arkansas News.
The bill is being reviewed by the Senate's Education Committee, but would not go into effect until the 2016-2017 school year.